What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to one and all. It's been a great week, right? Pretty good week. Actually, no, it hasn't. It hasn't really been that great of a week. Really has not been that great of a week, has it? You know, now that I say that, it's a questionable statement. Questionable statement. But we're here regardless, guys. We are here regardless. I want to thank you all for being here today. No, you could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here. We're going to have a good show for you today. We're going to have a low-level economics lesson from a layman. We're going to have some Guild Wars fighting, which we're going to do first and foremost. Actually, second. We'll do that second. And we're going to have a great weekend. We're going to wrap things up. We're going to have a solid weekend. Hope everybody has a fantastic weekend wherever you are in the world. Hope you do. Hope you do. Let's say hi to the members of the chat. We got Limbicago. What's up? D. Warman here, as always. Rocking the ones and twos. Vance Jennings. Welcome back. Welcome back. Richard over on Facebook watching. Aloha, Richard. Rainbows this morning. What's up, Bambi? Randy Von Z says good morning. Jupiter Juice. Alan finally got to the start of the live. Nice. Welcome back. Marchman. The Night Paul says good night. Is that a pun? Is that a pun? Incognito, John Longshore, Alpha, Todorico, welcome back. Raiden Slayer, Emerald Galaxy, B. Doran. B. Doran, good to see you, my guy. 5 months, B. Doran. Just got a Skype call. Just got a Skype call from somebody I have no idea who it is. No idea who that was. Klaus, welcome back. Niles, welcome. Osha watching on YouTube today. Interesting. Welcome to YouTube, Osha. Toon says, what's up, Charlie Bro? I ran into Hero Wars C video you made a couple years back, and I only recognize you because of the voice. I was like, hey, I know that guy. Then noticed the Hero Wars Central logo. That's funny. That's funny. So speaking of videos, I put out a video this morning, and I didn't fully explain myself. I was wrong. So I made a statement. I made a statement about a barbershop being too busy, and so I raised the price. And then I made a reference to supply and demand. And before we get any further into the live stream, let's tackle this subject. I should not have said supply and demand, okay? The issue with Hero Wars and the cost of goods in Hero Wars and the cost of the service of Hero Wars and Hero Wars Mobile, indeed, is based on something, right? It's based on something. What I should have said is that any business, I see Mike and Sanders joining in. Welcome back. I see the way that business works, guys. If you're trying to expand your business, and that comes in many forms: increasing revenue, increasing staff, decreasing overhead, increasing products, increasing the number of services that you provide. If you're trying to grow a business, a small business or a large business, you don't keep the price the same throughout. And that's the point that I was trying to make in this video this morning that I made. A lot of people called me out in the comments for being incorrect, and I was incorrect. It's not a scarcity situation. This $45 golden ticket is not a scarcity. I don't know why I'm playing with this whenever I have this beautiful peach right here. It's not a scarcity situation, guys. It's not a scarcity situation at all. And I was wrong. Happy to say that I was wrong. Definitely misspoke. I should have enunciated better that it's more about expanding, okay? So the point of today's video, if you haven't watched the videos yet, just yet, the video that I put out this morning was discussing the dollar amount 45. Like $45, why it's 45 versus 25 or 15 or 1879 or 1250, you know, whatever. And the point that I was trying to make with the video was that it is within every business's right to adjust prices to find out what their customers are willing to pay. Nexters is simply trying to sell their $3 hamburger for $11 doesn't mean we have to buy it. I saw your comment, D. Warman. I saw your comment. The golden ticket is 45 USD and 57 Canadian. Eesh, eesh. 4-function calculator used to cost $1,000 when they came out. Now they give them away for free. Very true. Very true. Calculators are a product. This is a service, though. It's a little different. A little different. Guys, if you ever start a business, this is a little bit of a word of advice, and I'm happy to give this as financial information. This is for educational purposes. If you ever decide to start a business, there are two generally accepted ways that you have a business. You either offer a product or you offer a service, right? Two different things that you can offer. Now, you could argue that the product and the service are the same thing. They could be a hybrid of each other. They could, one could lead into the other. But generally speaking, everything in the world, including my barbershop analogy, is either a product or a service, right? I have I'm not even sure what brand this monitor is. I have an Expo dry erase marker, right? That's a product that I purchased from Walmart, which was purchased from Expo, which is probably owned by some holding company, Disney probably, because they own everything. The barbershop example, that's a service. I'm not buying the scissors or the clippers. I'm buying the skill to use them on my head, right? To get this beautiful line right here. Like, I couldn't do that. I can't do that. So I pay somebody else to do it. Tigazil, what's up? I intend to write an email for them complaining on how they're doing everything in their power to chase free-to-play players away. They do seem to be chasing free-to-play players away. They do seem to be doing that. No Cleaver today. Ginger 21 stones from Absolute Star. Mike, you're doing well. You're doing really well. Very, very consistent and strong gains. Hey, Charlie, please talk more about Satori. Oh, we can talk about Satori a little bit later. Greetings from Greece. I don't have a problem pricing a bit high one-time only events. My problem with the current event is that the rewards are for weak, low-priority heroes. Mikhail, yeah, I mean, yeah, you could argue that. That's a fair argument. Next is just testing if their season passes are elastic or inelastic. Good point. It's all my likes. You don't work for Nexters, but you are a simp for Nexters. Not a simp for Nexters. No, I work for YouTube. I'm a simp for news. Especially news that gets the community all riled up. Because that's when my views go up. Don't forget the exclusive skins. Yeah, it's all bad. It's all bad. So I wanted to say first, before we get any further on, that I was wrong. I should have been more descriptive in my video about what I meant. I meant expanding the cost by testing the viability of a price. I didn't mean increasing the price due to rarity. I didn't mean that, and I was wrong. I'm happy to say that I was wrong. Quite wrong. There we go. I was like, why isn't that going away? Okay, somebody sent me a message. Let's see. Hold on. Barracks first. All right, so I got to do barracks first. Simp is kind of rough, insulting. It is definitely name-calling. We don't really like name-calling too much, Dead Ringer. Barracks first. Ooh, the twins. The twins. Let's see what we got. Ebonk, don't mention TGIF. Now I want ribs. What's up, Glenn? King Astaroth did a video comparing Astral and Elemental Summer Pass are lower rewards outside of skins. Yep. Across the board, there are less rewards. Whoops, I did that backwards. Coming the hammer. Boom. Big damage. Big damage coming. Uh-oh. I'm going to put everybody to sleep, and hopefully I can get... Whoops, I just copied... Shoot, I just copied Leon. I meant to copy... I meant to copy Celeste there. I probably held that Faceless... I'm sorry, I probably held that, that alt for too long there. Price elasticity measures how consumers react to prices of product services. Usually demand falls if price rises, but how consumers react depends on the product service and its market. Mockman, that's correct. And I apologize. I called you Marchman earlier. It's Mock. Is it Mock or is it Mach? Mock. Somebody at Nexters perceives the value of these skins to be a higher point, and so because of how high they find the value on these skins, they decrease the other rewards across the board. They decrease the artifact fragments. They decrease. I mean, they decreased a lot of stuff across the board. Let's see. Should I use Sebastian or should I use Helios? I feel like I should just use Sebastian and then let Faceless get beat up on. I mean, but we got double critical hit hitters here though. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should be a little bit more defensive. We'll just do this. Man, but not having that much energy, though. We've got 2 enemies burning energy here. Sebastian is better. Yeah. And you know what? I ran a similar situation. Yesterday or the day before where I was able to defeat Yasmin, but I was not able to win because I didn't have enough energy. Price is done. We should be writing them to ensure skins return to their obtainable at a later date. So, Michael, that's a great point. Another commenter on the video suggested that I make a post sharing the best way to get in touch with them to give them feedback. And I think I want to do that. So I reached out to the community managers and I was like, hey, people that want to give feedback on this, what's the best way to do it? What's the best way to do it? Short of the toxic negativity. Negativity is fine. Let's be clear. But toxic, not okay. Don't mention Mach. Now I want a Mustang. There are places on World where $45 is 5% average income. Yep. Bart, I actually I mentioned you in a video that's coming out this weekend. Charlie, do you still think that it is not worth investing in Jorgen? Alpha, yes and no. Yes and no. On Facebook and web, Sebastian is so prevalent now that Jorgen is easily countered by him. But in this situation right here, I'm in a tough position. Because I'm afraid of Yasmin and Daredevil, but I'm also afraid of Jorgen. Right? So now I'm having to potentially counter 2 very strong foes. 2 very strong foes. So you could argue that having Jorgen in a team that has another high-end threat could be a viable strategy. Uh, 3F Productions, yes. I often use Nebula. In some specific instances. But in this instance, I think we're going to go a little bit more defensive here. And we're just going to hope for the best. I probably should have used Kane. But I'm really hoping to avoid some of the big hits that Faceless is about to take right here. Well, fortunately, for me, Yasmin attacked my Aurora instead of my Faceless. Oh, we better toggle the heal to try to keep Sebastian alive. I don't mind Sebastian dying. And because of her hitting my Aurora instead of my Faceless, I'm going to win this fight. Sebastian was the right choice. Sometimes I think that maybe I'm getting past a lot of these Yasmins. Like I'm overcomplicating. I'm more concerned with Yasmin than I should be. Celeste and Leon will take care of Yasmin. Helios counters both Yaz and Daredevil. Yep, exactly right. Jorgen with Helios can be useful against physical teams, making them not be able to use Sebastian due to crit hit given by Sebastian. True, true, true. Though Sebastian counters Jorgen things, sort of agree, but with Biscuit on Celeste, other heroes like Lee and Satori in there, over spam is going to make a comeback. Yeah, I think you might be right. I think you might be right. There may be a point that there's too many debuffs for Sebastian to manage. That is a good point. That is a very good point. Too many debuffs. Too many debuffs. Let's switch servers, and while we're switching servers, let's read some of the chat a little bit. Oh, freaking elbow hurts. Charlie, thanks for the live stream today. Thoughts on the strategy with dungeon coins on mobile? Titans are on level 70. Better to use them for potions or skin. So Tai E, my recommendation is going to be 100% Titan skin stones. There's no other place in the game to get Titan skin stones. Not a single other place. You can get a finite amount per day. You should be getting that much. You should be getting as much as you can per day. Everything else, Titan XP potions, what was it, Alvanor and Corvus soul stones, all of that you can get elsewhere. But Titan skin stones you can only get from that dungeon, from that. Is it the dungeon shop? The dungeon coin shop? Is that what it's called? Aurora is more than enough to counter Yaz. Really, she is. The problem, Klaus, is that Yaz ends up often jumping onto my Faceless. And my Faceless just dies. When would you use heroes like Jorgen Nebula? It varies quite a bit. It varies. If the enemy has a Sebastian, I wouldn't use Jorgen. If the enemy doesn't have big crits, then I'm more likely to use Jorgen than otherwise. I think Jorgen is like the better option of the 3 or 4, but you know, if the enemy has a Sebastian or a Yasmin that I'm scared of, like honestly, I probably could have done without Sebastian in that team. But Jorgen's energy plus Jorgen's energy management plus Astaroth's energy management was a big problem. It's a big problem. See, now this team right here doesn't have hardly any debuff heroes whatsoever. So I could use Jorgen. I think I'm going to use Jorgen. You can wait for a second. I think the uppercut is what's giving me the trouble. I'll have to watch it again. I do love using Jorgen against active tanks. Whoop. Stunned. Let's hook the enemy team. Yoink! Give me that Celeste. See, I'm not even using Helios on this team. Like Helios is such. Maybe Helios isn't as needed as I think he is. Boom. See ya, Cleave Daddy. So on this team, I want to use Sebastian instead of Jorgen because I'm fighting an enemy Jorgen and some watermarks here. So this is what we're gonna do. I can only beat a DOH if I add Jorgen. Okay. Of course, there's business and then there's Russian Mafia. Woo! Usually do Aurora after the uppercut, and that should take care of business. What's up, Tanya? I love that I'm fighting these Galahads. And I love that Kark forces Krista to block. No! Well, that sucks. Did I miss time? Did I mistime that? What happened there? What happened there? Usually I beat this team. Let's see what happens. And twins for the win? Yeah. Usually I can beat the twins. I think what happened is I hesitated on using Faceless. because it was going to copy Galahad. And for whatever reason, I couldn't Sebastian right there. Ooh, John Longshore with the $2 super chat. Third cup of coffee? John, thank you so much for supporting the live stream and the community. Are you suggesting that I buy a little bit of coffee? That was a way, way too powerful Lars. Was that the issue? Huh? 130k power level. Mara, Fenris, Axel, Oliver, Merlin. I think I got hit. I think I got hit too hard with that stun and that Mara duration. I mean, that's not that strong of a Mara. That stun locked me down, though. Big damage. Big damage. That was just auto-timing. Very rarely on defense will the twins match up their ults. Yeah. Hello, Charlie. Can you please ask developers when we get artifact event for heroes? It's a great question. I will. I'll pass it along, Analytic. You can go without a tank against some twins teams. Sometimes I do. Against the Galahad, I don't tend to do that, though. I don't tend to do that. He puts out so much damage. Did you learn the most about the game as you leveled? I would say that I did, Torture You. In fact, Assassin, I don't know if you're here, but we've been, and I say Assassin. Assassin has been learning a little bit more about Faceless lately. Did you guys know that Faceless does copy some enemy heroes' stats? Did you know that? He copies their ult. Sometimes he copies their Violet skill. And sometimes Faceless copies both the ult and the Violet skill and the enemy stats. All three. We're working on a list. We're working on a list of heroes who Faceless copies their stats, which dramatically changes things. It changes the way you use Faceless. It changes when you should use and when you shouldn't use Faceless. Right? For example, Faceless copies Dante's stats. If you copy a Dante, copies the stats. Michael, we're testing. We're testing. If you use a tank, the twins will usually sync okay, or at least that is my observation. A real one. A real tank. Aurora, Celeste, Nebula, Faceless. You need to add any of those but with Leon. Faceless copies other things every time. So sometimes okay, all right, it's hero specific. It's not random. It's not random when Faceless copies certain things. Like Faceless always copies the ult, but on some heroes he also copies the Violet skill and the enemy stats. Working on Faceless myself as a replacement for Cornelius. Cornelius has lost his luster. There's easier ways to counter Lars now than there used to be. It used to be that you had to really, really work on a Cornelius to counter, the enemy twins teams, and that was like the best. That was like the best strategy to counter the twins. Right? Close. Got them. We'll take it, and we won't use those. So we had our economics lesson today. Appreciate you guys. Oh, let's talk about Golden Quests. Let's talk about Golden Quests. Golden Ticket Quests. What's up, D. Allen? Welcome back. So the new hero is for the mobile or web version. Kyle, there will always be new heroes for both versions. But I will tell you this, Kyle. We know for certain that mobile is getting a new hero in October or early November, and we have a really strong idea that Facebook and web is getting a new hero in the next 2 months as well. God forbid that Kira gets a second PA skin or a crit skin behind a paywall like the new golden ticket. Excuse me. Who's my favorite hero after Kark? You know, I could say Lian because Lian is waifu, but honestly, guys, Faceless is probably, if I'm being honest with myself, Faceless is probably really high up there, right? Like, he's not the most effective in every team. Like, you can't really plug a Kark in either, you know. But he's not like super effective in every team like Sebastian is, or Celeste is. But Faceless, man, he's so interesting. There's so much to Faceless that I feel like a lot of heroes just don't have that level of complexity. Why do I never see Faceless on Twins teams? Malpheus, I think it's generally accepted that you don't need the stun or the extra magic penetration. I think it comes down to just not needing, and it throws off the timing. Because I think Faceless stands in front of Lars, so Faceless would ult first. So you'd want to wait on Faceless's ult if you're trying to copy Krista or Lars. Micro and macro both, yeah. I like Aurora. I don't really like the aesthetics of Aurora. I don't like the way that she looks. I don't really care too much for her skins or her story. She's kind of overpowered, but you know. Last mobile heroes were meh. I'm looking forward to the item shop. Yep. A while back, there was a Nebula Martha Twins team and used Galahad as a tank. It used to do quite well. Fast killing. Yeah, very fast. Very, very fast. Kira shouldn't get a crit skin. Yeah, you know, you could say that. Kira definitely probably won't get a crit skin. How does Lian play a role in the Aurora Mage team? It's more magic attack, more pure damage. Counter some of the team's weaknesses. Which hero does the most damage? I mean, that's hard to say. I think you could say like Daredevil or Kark or Yasmin. You could say it depends. It really depends. It depends a lot. Nero would come out to introduce the Chaos Tribute. No. Black Knight, the Chaos Tribute hero. So okay, all right. The Chaos Tribe is getting a new hero, but the Chaos Tribe is launching a month before the new hero comes out. That's going to be a Chaos hero. So the Chaos hero is coming a month after the Chaos Tribe is announced. They should add a Charlie hero. That was funny watching your Faceless copy Cleaver. I hope to God that Kira will not get a crit skin. Ugh. I'm looking to go with a Galahad Twins team on my third account. Third account? D-Warman. Third account. Third account, D-Warman. If we can get a preview of PA before joining would be better. Oh, yeah, I agree. 100%. Faceless copy ult of Galahad, which should start with first enemy and not from position where he stands. Has the total experience needed to get level 71 of the event been shared? Yeah, Tobaz, I have it somewhere. Those golden ticket tasks, they add up to 11 season pass level. Golden tickets. Guardian 06, I'm not sure what you're saying there. Third account still behind. Oof, that's too many accounts. So I want to give a quick shout out to Paul, and I'm not going to tell you which Paul, but a Paul emailed me asking about the golden ticket quest. And I'm going to put this, I think somebody's at my door. I'm going to put this video out this weekend explaining what I mean in further detail. So if you're here now, if you're one of the 120 some odd people that are watching now, then you won't need to watch that video. But the golden ticket can be purchased at any time while the event is active. You can pay the $45 and you'll instantly get all of the rewards. See, I'm already at level 24. So if I were to get the golden ticket right now, I would get all of these top row rewards. But the question was posed, you get some XP from this fourth quest. And the question that was posed to the advisors that Paul asked was, how do we know how much XP we get for this daily gold quest? Well, the advisor told Paul that even if you don't have the golden ticket, you can still do the quest, but it won't show up. Does that make sense, guys? So this, I'm on day 3 right here. Let me switch screens. I'm on day 3. I'm on day 3 right here. Win with a healer in the arena. Take 150,000 damage in the campaign. Increase the skin level of the hero with the role of tank twice. And then the 4th golden ticket task for the day, the daily golden ticket quest that's not unlocked, it's not unlocked, is to send a message to the guild chat. So if I send a message to the guild chat right now, I'm going to go say, you know, I'm not going to say what I said to the other one. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. There we go. So I just completed that quest. Even though I'm not going to get the XP for it because it's not unlocked, I completed this quest. So if you think that you might, Timon, this is what I'm talking about right now. If you think that you might buy the golden pass ever, you should be doing these tasks every day. This 4th column right here. You should be doing these every day. Defeat 40 monsters in Chapter 8. Okay, you wouldn't know on day 8 to defeat 40 monsters in Chapter 8 unless you looked at this. All right, and I'll be honest, I've already missed some of these. Right? Raise heroes, gift of the elements for marksman. I've already missed that one. Right? But I can tell you this tomorrow. Win 2 battles and adventures with marksman. Defeat 60 monsters in Chapter 7. I'm going to be doing these every day in case I buy the golden ticket. You don't get the XP until you buy the pass. Correct, Guardian. Correct. But if you think you might, you'll get a big lump sum of XP. Bleh. If you do all the quests you can. What kind of crap do you experience with Krista? So you don't get the XP. Where can we find the task sheet? So I'll tell you what. I'll actually link it. I'll link it in the description box down below. It is a Russian language website, so you will need a translator. Let's see. Golden. Oh, let's see. Eternal Summer Season Pass. No, Season Quests. If you have Chrome, it'll automatically translate for you. And this is a much easier thing to look at than mine on my blog. So it's on his website. Yeah, the website when it's not as clear to look at as this one is. Definitely not as clear to look at. Load Runner's team, man, what would we do without him? No kidding. No kidding, D. Warman. Big shout out to Load Runner and his crew. So, do them all. Easy peasy. Just chatting. You think there's a chance that we could get Tristan on the next Halloween event? Yes, Anthony, a high chance. I bought the ticket for Astral Season on 3 of my accounts. I got the one for Elemental on all of my 5. Woo! Really need Kai. I'm not planning to ever buy the gold ticket as I don't want to encourage the developers to see us willing to spend this kind of money. Yeah. Glenn says, I feel for your golden ticket issue. Maybe you should drop your Facebook web teams and come over to the Dark Side Mobile with all my teams. Glenn, I already play on mobile. I'm already in a banner winning guild on mobile. Single server number on mobile. Does that website have the 3-day and the weekly test? Yes, it does. The over here, let me hide my chat. It's behind my chat. This column right here is the 3-day, and then this is the weekly. 3-day weekly. Here, let me move this actually. There you go. 3-day weekly. Does that website have the 3? Let's see. Well, I think mobile is much peer-to-peer focused, and life is much harder. My teams? I can't bring my teams over. Glenn, I can't transfer my teams over to mobile. And Facebook is way more fun anyway. The Facebook version of the game is way more fun. Say what you will. Next thing on the agenda, guys. Next item on the agenda is dungeon feedback. In today's discussion in the influencer developer Discord, they asked for feedback. They asked for feedback on the dungeon change. All right. So I'll probably make a post. I'll probably make a post like a picture post on YouTube. If I could get some feedback on the changes. You know, something like, the dungeon rework is live. What's your feedback? Kyle Lodge, can I talk about Satori and his teams without saying he's useless? Well, he's not useless. Nobody says Satori's useless. He's certainly less popular than other mages, but no, I don't know much about Satori. I'll be honest with you, I haven't leveled Satori very much. I don't have the 3-day. Yeah, D. Warman, Loadrunner was working on it, and he sent me a message. He's like, I think I actually made a mistake, and some of that information is wrong. So I was like, So I kind of pumped the brakes. With the first week of school and you know what was happening with Miss Charlie this week and everything, we just it's been an interesting 48 hours. But I appreciate you letting me know, D. Warman. I really need to update that blog post. Yeah. I love Satori. Satori's a good hero. It's shorter. It's shorter. I like the dungeon changes. I think the mobile dungeon is about the same. Some days my Fire Titans die and I'll get 90, and other times they don't die and I get 150. Some people are saying it's much harder, Richard. Some people are saying it's much harder. Are you finding that it's on average much more difficult? Frankly, I expected more gold. Much more gold. Okay, Finkelzo. Okay. Glenn, you have a great weekend yourself. I hate Satori because it's a good hero and kills so fast. Is waifu really a fox or a cat? I don't think you ask a lady such things. Topaz. No max testing teams today? No, probably not. Black Knight. Maybe. Well, we might. Probably. I'm sorry. Probably not. We'll get back to it next week for sure. Dungeon rework was a way to get people to spend money on leveling up the Titans. Smart strategy. To level. How did that? Leon, can you be a little bit more specific as to why? The dungeon rework was made to get you to spend less time, but supposedly it's the same difficulty. Giv is saying it's much harder than before. I don't mind the changes, but it makes me a lot more nerve-wracking as my Titans seem to die earlier, and it seemed the dungeon Titans are stronger. He is not useless, but he's a bit niche. He will do amazing against most bosses. He'll counter Alvinor team. Okay, yeah. The dungeon is top heavy. It's more difficult on manual, mobile dungeon. Okay, more difficult on manual. So you just go in there with auto? The people that are saying it's harder is using auto clear. So there's some contradicting opinions right there. Mike says it's more difficult on manual. Richard says that it's harder for people that are using it on auto clear. Whatever happened to the no external sources on Hero Wars? The no external sources. No external sources. Tim, what are you referring to? I'm not sure what you mean. No external sources. Are you talking about Hero Wars Assistant? Black Knight says it's about the same for me. I just wish I can get them to make 150 Titanite a day. He means cheating. You know, somebody, a bunch of people apparently reported me for cheating, reported me for hacking, so I had to stop. Had to stop. They did the same power level calculations on Facebook. It may have gotten stronger because I think on Facebook Web they overkill with the enemy team power level. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tim, they don't like the idea of people using third-party applications to manage anything with their game. And you know, you got to respect it. I don't agree with it because it's not like breaking. It's not like cheating or anything. It's like having an Excel spreadsheet that fills itself, right? I don't know. Save point did not work for 2 days. Really, Jack? I didn't find the new dungeon harder. My Titans had about the same amount of Titanite on manual. So guys, whenever you get a couple of the skins a little bit leveled up, and whenever you get your artifacts, especially the healing artifacts leveled up, the dungeon, to me, the dungeon is a breeze. I'm spending emeralds to get the Titanite every day, and I'm also, grinding the dungeons, the dungeon. I'm grinding the dungeon. I'm grinding the dungeon as far as I can every single day. We're in a big push right now, my guild. So, speaking of cheating, did you see the video I sent with the guy cheating on Guild Wars on Facebook? No, Klaus, I don't think I did. Where did you send it? Dungeon is boring. Dungeon is by far the worst part of this game. Aside from, you know, the pay-to-win aspects of it. Anything someone does to beat me equals cheating. Grinding the dungeon. That was the guy who did 4 attacks. 4 attacks. Dungeon is harder for me. No save points. Same hard level every day. Missing rewards. It is a huge letdown. I uninstalled and reinstalled the game yesterday, and it did not change today. Bad update. Some of you are saying no save points. Interesting. Need those artifacts at 3 stars for them to take effect consistently, which isn't quite there yet. Okay. I like the tower either. Once you get to level 90 and unlock the fast unlock for the tower, it gets a lot easier. You like dungeons left, you have to repeat the same hard levels every day. Sometimes I have to. No save points. Mike, I'm not saying you should or should not use third-party plugins. That's really beyond my purview. They would just like me to stop promoting it. So I did. Still trying to figure out the best way to use the Titan skin stones in mobile. Concentrate on 1 Titan, spread on 3 Titans, spread on 3 supers or health for tank. So I went for, I'm just running my health for my tanks right now. And until I really take a hard look and consider otherwise, that's kind of been my plan. I always like focusing on tanks first, whether it be heroes or Titans or, you know, in a game like an RPG. I always focus on my tanks first. You'll eventually get autocomplete. Mm-hmm. The only real cheating in the game is probably the collusion in the Guild Wars, but that's a social feature. You know, there's a lot that could be said about that. A lot that could be said about it. I take advantage of the free day within the gyms with the game with the dungeon to get a bit more rewards. You know, I used to try to do that. Double O, I used to try to do that, but honestly, it got so distracting over time. Like I was trying to do too much. I was trying to do just too much, and I couldn't keep up with it. Free day in the dungeon. Let's see. Successful defense on Grand Arena. What do we have left to do here? Take 150,000 damage in the campaign. Let's go pick a fight. Seymour. Wait, what's the thing with the lower level? Because I just got to 90 and I didn't notice any differences. Tim, are you on mobile or are you on Facebook and web? Because it's different, Tim. I think the same way as Charlie. The longer my tank survives, the longer it is for the other Titans to do their damage. Plus, it's Angus, so he packs a punch. 100% agree. I have one account, so it's easy to track. If I switch servers, will I lose my teams? And will I leave my guild? No, DL, and you won't. Okay, so Tim, the instant clear for tower isn't at 90. It's much later. It's much later. Just keep plugging away, Tim. Eventually, you'll get to the point that you'll not have to grind the tower every day. Cleared 150 times in the dungeon, 3 days running. Haven't been able to do that in many months. Rework is great so far. Nice, Patrick. Are you finding that it's getting easier as you invest a little bit? And by a little bit, I mean just like a little bit in your skins. Are you finding it easier at all? We'll keep the players from gold and silver in those leagues. Happily, Nexters did finally respond to a ticket. So I know they're looking into it. At least I hope they are looking into it. I'm falling behind every day this happens. How do you earn more dungeon? Tunes you have to play every day. You can only get a finite amount of dungeon coins every day. What's waifu? Waifu is what does the term waifu mean? Waifu is Lian. Lian, the mage control hero. I'm not sure what waifu means. The tower is super easy for me. Just wait one of the next 6 LSU will have formula that will automate the spreadsheet. Okay, nice. Tim, the ascension thing is coming soon. Coming soon. Yeah, nice. Oh, let's do tower. I can almost get there. Almost there. Waifu means crush. So whenever I say my waifu is Lian, I'm saying I have a crush on Lian. Double O says wife for life. Your guild is locked to the server, but your teams and other things are accountable to you. Oh, gotcha. Thank you, Guardian. It depends on what you normally by switch. If you move, isn't tower based on total hero power average? No, it's based on your tower level, Michael. Tower is based on your tower level. Mr. NCS. So whenever I get done with this live stream, I'm going to share that feedback for sure. I'm going to share that feedback for sure. Popular discussion. I can't beat Vajar. Okay, well. Fictional character crush. Waifu equals muse. Fictional character crush. Yeah, I'll allow it. Lean is my waifu. So team level is the level up in the top left hand corner, not your average of the power level of your team. So my team level is 130 on this account. Waifu is a term for a female you're willing to do anything to get with. Usually a person you fawn after. Okay. Waifu is a term for a fictional character that someone has great and sometimes a romantic affection for. Like, do I get nosebleeds like in anime as well? Let's keep this PG as possible. PG as possible. Tower is based on your tower level. Team level. Did I say tower level? I meant team level. Team level. Team level. I have some dungeon tactics that I like using by looking at the animations of the Titans. That'd be interesting. Nexter's Cult, the Ascension is coming. Man, we're going to throw such a fit. Honestly, guys, it's going to be so bad. It's going to be so bad whenever we get that Wheel of Fortune thing that we're going to be spinning for Ascension. Like, it's going to be... Man, people are going to be upset. Sorry, Chai, I just copied and pasted from the web. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, I haven't done my glyph yet. Thinking about putting back in a cleaver. Or should I keep hanging on to Kai? I guess I should just start pounding more into Kai here. I'll just keep going with Kai. Man, I wish I could just buy Kai's skin. Guys, I'm so upset. I want to buy Kai's skin only. I don't care about the Cleaver skin or the Lian skin on this account. or Artemis. I don't care about him. Give me my Lifeguard Kai skin. Give it to me. Those animations are the indicators I use in battles. Yeah. Yeah. There's a reason that the animations are programmed in the game the way that they are. Stuck at stage 3. That's fine. I don't care. Helios. Boom. Level up an artifact. Nope. There we go. Isaac is coming along, guys. Isaac is coming along. Orion, I guess. And Ishmael, I guess. He's next, but I don't really care about Ishmael. I guess I'll do Dante. Haven't spent any gray rewards in a while, I guess. Whoops. Open Titan artifact spheres. Raise your glass. The penalty stealer. Oh, the panty stealer. So in the dungeon, I get my Allen Iverson on practice. I'm talking about practice. I'm talking about practice. Oh, I miss Allen Iverson. Emerald exchange 1 time. Upgrade skills 3 times. We're working on Maya. All right. Did I tell you guys that we went and saw Free Guy yesterday? It's pretty funny. I might have told my live stream yesterday. That's about it, isn't it? I need to start an adventure. I guess I'll join Adventure 9. Put Cleaver in. Make Galahad vampire skin on mobile. Oh, that'd be cool. No spoilers. It was a good movie. It was a good watch. Definitely recommend everybody watching it. Oh, I didn't. I meant to take Yasmin out. I watched the new episode of Teen Titans. That's getting pretty good. Teen Titans is getting pretty good. Really, it's been a good show, though. It's been a good show. Heels. The TV show Heels is another big show that I'm really enjoying. I need to watch the latest episode of that. Yeah. Blue World Order, but full of Jews. It's already been greenlit for a sequel. 00, what's that? Oh, blue shirt guy? Blue shirt guy. Free guy? They call him blue shirt guy. Ryan Reynolds, though, man. He just prints money. Where do I watch Heels? I think it's Showtime? Is it Showtime? It's either Showtime or Stars. I don't know. I bought Stars or Showtime. I can't remember what it is. For Shameless, I think. And I didn't discontinue. It's like $9 or $7 if you buy it through Amazon Prime. So I've just been paying it. Stephen Jones, see you next time. Free guy. Blue shirt guy. And dude is hilarious. Arachne Vampirism skin. That'd be kind of cool to just add like 50% vampirism with a skin. I think that like 5 years from now, Every hero will have every skin, like multiples of every skin. Once you get your team strong enough to compete in the tower or against the outlying bosses, you max out and don't have to fight them anymore. That's true. Teen Titans started interesting, but up to this point, every CW... No, Teen Titans is not on CW. Teen Titans is not on CW. Teen Titans is, it's on HBO Max. No, this show, you can't have... Teen Titans wouldn't work. Or it's just Titans. Is it just Titans? It might just be Titans. But it's very violent. And, you know, adult themes. Netflix for us in Canada, Teen Titans. Teen Titans. It's just called Titans? Okay, thanks, D. Warman. Yeah, it's the live action... It's the live-action version of Teen Titans. You know, it's got Robin and Nightwing, Starfire, Raven. They cross over with the Doom Patrol. A lot of Corvus Morgan teams on my server. I'm running Astaroth, Maya, Celeste, Jorgen, Faceless at level 84. Coles, yeah. Jerry, unfortunately, since that's your team, you're going to have to avoid them. A lot of your heroes are countered by Corvus. You're going to have to avoid Corvus. If that's all you're running into, you need to level up somebody else. Like the simple answer is just not fight those particular teams. But if that's all you're running into, then you're just gonna have trouble. You're just gonna have trouble. So like, I could beat this team. I could beat Emmy. Right? Shouldn't have any trouble beating Emmy here. Shouldn't. Recall John Wick's Chapter 1? All those red shirt guys. I say that, and then this Yasmin just takes my team apart. No. You just gotta avoid them. Just gotta avoid them. I need to collect more Titanites. Keep it going. Adding the raw number through skins is hard because of the impact and scaling, but anything that is calced is fair game. Science. Oh, the dungeon sucks. Sucks. My Angus is dying. There will be no new champion skin for heroes? I don't think there will be. I don't think that there will be. $90 days to fully upgrade. Oh, it's time to go. Coming up on it. We'll finish this out and call it a day. Today's the first day. Well, it's not true. It's the second day that I kind of have to myself. Be awesome to see a Kark champ skin. That would be really cool. Like the armor plating and everything. That would be really cool. That would be really cool. 90 days around the one. How to get good enough for Guild War? Tim, just keep playing. Just keep playing. Eventually you'll find a guild that needs, you know, your team in Guild Wars. It takes time, you know, just like anything. It'll take time. I got 2 days left. Yeah, I should be able to get that. Still going. Still going. Okay, guys. I say this every week, but we're going to have to say it again. And for Double O's sake, this applies through the week as well. This applies Monday through Friday as well as the weekend. But guys, if you're trying to have kids, good luck to you. Have fun, right? But don't add to the population. Don't subtract from the population. And try not to find yourself in the hospital, in the newspaper, or in jail. But if you find yourself in jail, establish dominance quickly. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.